This is Jacob, the Executive Director and also partner with Visiting Angels here in the Athens office. I'm making this extra orientation video because we found that there is state required items that we weren't covering, and we want to ensure that you are better equipped and served as well as you can. So a lot of the things we cover in our orientation is actually covered in the state rules and regulations, but there are additional items that we're going to have included through this orientation video. So bear with me. We want to ensure that you're fully informed. Now, this is going to be under your checklist under the state required orientation topics. These are the parts that I'm going to cover with you briefly and ensure that you're fully aware of that. So the first part is the provider's written policies, procedures regarding the scopes of service. Now what this means is they want you to be informed on the services we provide. So we are licensed as a private home care agency through the Department of Community Health. The services we provide are companion sitter services and personal care services. Companion sitter are anything from light housework to meal preparation, running errands, shopping for an individual, or spending time and providing meaningful companionship with the elderly. The personal care is the same thing, however, it is hands-on services. This includes bathing, this includes helping with transferring, with transportations or moving from wheelchair to beds. Anything where you have hands-on with a patient is considered personal care services. Now, obviously we try to ensure that everyone is certified to do that, whether they're coming from a CNA background or if we get you certified through our PCA program. Now, the type of people, clients we serve, it's really the elderly population is the majority of patients we serve in this area. We also have some adults we do serve. They might be disabled or have need. A lot of them are considered to be medically fragile, meaning at any point due to their age or their health, they're in a state of health decline. A lot of these people have dementia, they might have Alzheimer's, they may have a heart disease or a history of stroke, recovering from a fall, something that allows them to not be independent in their homes or residence. So thus they request Visiting Angels to come out and provide services so they can remain independent. And that's what you're here to do. And that's why they use Visiting Angels. Next is the client's rights, responsibilities, complaint procedures. Every client that we sign up with Visiting Angels, they get a form called the client's rights, responsibilities, and complaint procedures. This is the state laws regarding of how the care agency, Visiting Angels, and others, how we operate, and they provide our information and the Department of Community Health's information. You can take a copy of this at any time if you request it from the office. It can be easily Googled if you want to look at those client's rights, responsibilities, complaint procedures. It simply means it's the rules and laws governing of how we operate. So a lot of things that we cover in our orientation actually covers all of this, and it covers those rules and regulations for the client's rights, responsibilities, complaint procedures. And so which includes they have the right to know who's coming in their home. They can have an agent they can report to in case we're not fulfilling our duties. Next is we have the other policies that are relevant to employees' range of duties and responsibilities. Again, your job description that you'll sign off in your orientation for the companion sitter services and personal care should have a list of all the things you're supposed to be doing. Again, the services we provide is transportation. We provide transferring, which is helping individuals from one apparatus to another, meaning from the bed to the chair, from the chair to the toilet, etc., whether they need assistance or standby assistance with a walker, cane, rollator, wheelchair, any of those devices. We help with light house cleaning, we help with meal preparation, whether that's reheating, purchasing something for them, we help with shopping, all those things that are encompassing right there. I refer to you to look at your job description. Also with employee assigned duties and responsibilities, again, those are topics that are covered in the orientation forms when you filled out the job description for both the personal care caregiver and also the companion sitter job description. Now the third item is the reporting client progress and problems to supervisor personnel and procedures for handling medical emergencies or other incidents that affect the delivery of services in accordance with the client's service plan. So what this is, our policy is you need to report every time you're at a house. You're going to have on your smartphone, you're going to have the ability to check off the ADLs, or activities of daily living, for every individual's care plan. Now, you'll see this because you'll have access when you get scheduled to that individual, and your responsibility is to go ahead and not only report those, like check those boxes off, but at the end of a shift, give a general aspect, or what is observation of the client's home or the client's status, just so the next person or the office can have that communication. If there's something, whether it's an incident, a fall, you are required to call the office immediately. The office number is 678-710-8238. This will get one of us in the office, get access to us, so that way we can handle it with the family and with emergency personnel immediately. Some people may have a DNR, they may have other items. These will be found also not only in the forms for the client when we sign them up and we do their health assessments and we set up their service plans. It will also be found in the ADLs if they are DNR or other emergency things to be considered, whether they're on hospice or not. But rest assured, contact the office. That's our protocol. Call us and we'll be able to inform you on any of those matters. Also, adhere to any CPR first aid certification guidance that you've been given as well. Now, the employee's obligation to report known exposure to tuberculosis and hepatitis to the employer. Any of you, wherever you work or any place you go to, if you have any exposure to hepatitis or tuberculosis, TB, we do TB shots all the time, but if you have any exposure, you are required to report it to the Visiting Angels office. Just call that number at any time to let us know. Those are very serious because we work with an aging population that is subjected to any illnesses and could pass away as a result, and we don't want to be spreading any diseases. For the remaining topics, that will be covered it should be covered either before or after this video you watch, regarding all of our policies, procedures, and expectations for you as a caregiver. But from me, I want to welcome you to Visiting Angels, and I thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our office.